Hi, it's Donny here. Some of you have been asking what sort of stuff am I using now as I slowly progress through my artwork and this watercolour journey that I hope you're all enjoying. So I'm going to take you through one or two of the things that I'm now starting to use. This pad is an A5 pad. We can get them on Amazon. We're going to put the links in the comments for everything so you can see them yourself, and if you like them you can purchase them yourself. So this is actually quite a cheap one. We had been using the Winsor Newton one originally, but it just didn't. I didn't like it. It wasn't spreading the colour properly. I wasn't able to get a good absorption of the water, or it was drying out too quick, and it just didn't do it. This one has been absolutely fantastic, and you can see what we're doing. You probably recognise one or two of these. So that one worked out really nicely. Another wee one there, and I'm able to get a subtlety in this one with the paint, which I really like. That's the Bassrock one that went a bit wrong. We haven't finished that one yet. Remember, I had pain in my arms and shoulders and wasn't very well when I did that, so I'm going to come back to that one, as you do. That one, if you remember, was at Bealburn near West Barnes at the Wooden Bridge. This one, the bee just kind of exploded, so we're just going to skip past that one. Eventually got the bumblebee, but this is the results I'm getting as an amateur again with this pad, and it really is fantastic. I'm really enjoying painting with it. And of course the robin is the last one, so you can see the size of them relative to what they are as well. So this I would highly recommend. There's 30 sheets in this, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's just nice and thick and sturdy. It doesn't warp as much as the Winsor Newton one that we had as well. Now, on the actual paints and palettes, I'm using this little thing, which is ideal, and it just folds up, and I put all my colours into one side. This side is on my watercolours, this side is the gouache stuff, gouache, which is the more solid colours, similar to painting sort of like with an acrylic to an extent, but opaque. And we got them again for Amazon. The ones that we've got that we'll show you, they've got a funny smell, so I'm not too keen on them, so I might be trying another version. These paints here though are reeds. Now if I get into here, I've got a little drawer in this, I'll show you that in a second. Now, not reeds, Reeves, sorry. Years ago when we used to get the Reeves paints, they had a little dog on them like his master's voice. These ones don't. These are Reeves paints, but this is now the logo, an R. I spent ages looking for, I wasn't reading the things, I was just looking for the logo on Reeves paints off the little spotty dog sitting like his master's voice, and instead we've got these. And as you can see, they show the colours on them as well, but I think Reeves have kind of messed up on this, because that dog logo they had was a sign of quality. This is just a blobby colour, and I think they're going to miss out custom, people not recognise their paints for a while until they get used to this. But they're still good paints, they're brilliant, I like them, and we got a set of those from, again, Amazon, and they've worked really well. We put them onto that, and oops, get that. It mixes quite nicely. You can have it as just a flat palette like I've got it there, or as you can see, you've got your little thumb hole, and if anyone wonders what you do with that, you just put your thumb through there, so you can hold as you get your paints and go into your painting. So that's what the wee thumb hole's for, and those are for holding your brushes if necessary when you're out in the field painting. I'll show you one. So you can get a little brush and just jam it in there while you're painting away, take it, off you go, grand. So that's worked really well for us, and it's just for the small paintings that we're doing as A5. These pots, little dishes for mixing and that, are just the right size for what I'm doing, so I'm very happy with that. And on brushes, we found this set. Again, we found from Amazon, and it rolls up. Mine just sort of goes flat, you can actually roll them up. They're nylon, and you can see the array that we've got. and they work really, really well. So yeah, nice flexible soft brushes that spread the colour well, that mix the paints well, and I even made my own version of one of these things. So if I take that away, you'll see it. So when you try to do grasses and stuff, you see these really expensive brushes online, and they've got all these little bit nicks out of them. If you've got thinning scissors, thinning hairdresser scissors, that's all you need to make one of these, because this was a solid brush. It looked like that, and I just took the thinning scissors, just one swipe to the top, and it made that so I can do grasses and things, and it works really well. So yep, so you have all your little selection in here. So for putting just water on, if you want to do big colour, your filberts and fan brushes, more detail brushes. We got that one from our local Lynx Head art shop in Dunbar, and that's a nice little detail brush when I'm doing little bits like when I was doing the robin. So yep, that's the brushes we're using, the pads and the palette, and this is a little mini easel, desk easel if you like, that I'm using. I'll move it forward, I can't get the camera any further back. Got that bit for leaning your bits and pieces on if you want to, or just have it flat. And at the back we have a little bit that undoes here, and the whole thing will move up to quite a nice angle, and you can lay it back flat back down again. It has a little drawer, if we go that way, and in here you can have all your different, move the camera, you'll see a little bit more, all your different colours, your paints, pens, pencils, whatever you fancy, and it fits quite nicely into there. And again, that was a little purchase from Amazon, so been quite handy, Amazon, with this lot. So that's all what we're using. I feel they're working quite well. You want me to recap on the small set that we had. Again, we'll show you that, and that was again an Amazon purchase. You get the little book which has, I think it's 50 different pages in it, different bits and pieces, and this is the results direct with those pens, the water pens. But what you find, so that's the pens, they are filled with water, you can see there, and that's the brush, and when you want to, you just dab into the palette that goes with it. That's it there. It's magnetic, sticks together. That goes in there just to hold it together, and then you pin it to your book. Bring this to the side just to show. Like that. There you go. And then you have your brush. Now you can see that I've already filled these up with the paints, and these are the paints that actually come with the set, and that's kind of a thing that I'm keeping doing, using the same same paints with this lot, so that just so you can get a, but when you want to use them, just do that. You've got the paint there, you'll see a little bit here. The only problem you'll find with these is they constantly have water on the brush, which can sometimes be a trouble when you try to do something delicate. So usually I have my trusty bit of manky paper towel, and you just squeeze, get a drop on, see it come out. And if you've got too much water before you're doing something, just dab it, dry it off, and then you can pick up the bits of colour for continuing, and it's not too wet. Otherwise it does kind of dilute, so you get used to the technique for that, and then once you get used to the technique for that, if you go to normal paints, it's trying to remember how to switch over. So that was the little brushes that we got with the set. That's the palette we got with the set. That's the book, and like I say, these are some of the paintings that we've done with it. Nice quick easy sketches, doesn't take long, and you can just doodle away and relax and enjoy yourself, and that's the purpose of them. Always try and remember to be patient. So these are the results that we're getting with the small set, and I still enjoy using that occasionally. I'll come back to it and mess around and do bits and pieces. So yeah, it does work. You do get some really nice results with that. I'm quite happy with it. So these are the two different types of sets we're using at the moment, different types of paints. I hope you enjoy that. Link are in the comments to all the different bits and pieces that are there if you want to get a hold of them. And if you want to ask me any questions, just mention in the comments. Thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed that. See you soon.